What?
Come on now, move your body. Come on now, move your body. 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 That shit would go on. That shit would go hard.
Yo, we need to record that.
Yo, hey, yo, after the podcast, we're going to record Move Your Body. Stay tuned.
Hey, welcome to the Squaggles Podcast, episode 4. Shut that door.
Shut that door, because it's number 4.
AJ. And to my left, we have, as always,
D-Lo.
and to my right, we have
Devon.
Oh.
You like that dramatic pause?
Dramatic Pause.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was like
Had you on,
killing with anticipation.
yeah, had you on the edge of your seat. Oh, you almost slipped out.
I did almost fall, but I think it might be just the foundation we're on. Sinkholes under us. So,
The struggle.
the other day, I was watching a couple on their first date, and
Is this a you situation?
He was
No.
on a date.
no, I was watching a couple at a table having a first date, and I was kind of paying attention to what was going on in their conversation.
As you do.
And I kind of saw like the ups and downs of this first date as they got to know each other. Like they were kind of showing things on their phone, getting along. They were like in their late 40s, early 50s. They were like an older couple.
I love
And-
to people watch on dates.
Yeah, and it kind of like I saw it get a turn for the worse when the guy went, "You go to church?" And she went, and he goes, "I go to midnight mass every Saturday night." And I was like, "Oh." But then they like
You're going to
bonded.
go that alone.
They bonded over stuff. Like she kind of wanted to talk about movies a little bit. She's like, you're talking about cars? Like that movie Ford v Ferrari came out. That's about like cars." And he
You
goes,
were really paying attention to the conversation like that?
Hard.
"Yes, I
How
watched
close were you?
He could have picked up where the man left off. And finished that date.
He was like trying to wait for his turn to speak.
He's like, is it my turn? Is it my turn?
I
He's
watched
like, I
them.
love Ford versus Ferrari. By the way.
No exaggeration, for about 3 hours. However, what I want to bring up was
Jeez.
first dates. They can be awkward and weird.
Yeah.
What do you do? What's your like go-to first date that you're like to help break the tension?
Either
With me, it's
That was
movie
like-
theaters.
either a movie,
Yeah.
a movie or dinner.
But I
Something with
feel like-
something that there's something to do.
I do agree with the movie
Because half the time you don't even gotta speak.
Yeah.
If you guys can enjoy a movie
You just
together,
enjoy
like,
the movie, and then you have that little 30-minute sesh afterwards. Like, hey, what'd you think of the movie?
Yeah.
if you do dinner
it's
and a
icebreaker.
movie, you do dinner after, so you can talk about the movie at dinner.
Yeah.
However, I do feel like that's not a good first date because you're just mostly sitting in silence for the date.
And then
that's
they say,
why it's perfect.
yeah, they say that was great, and then you're like, bet we got one date down.
But I feel
Just
like
gotta keep
I
pushing
feel like
from
a
there.
good first date would be something where like, hey, let's
Are you trying to?
get to know each
Are you
other.
trying to hitch it right now? Like, what's the first date for you? Go jet skiing, and then
No,
show her her great grandfather's name on the immigrant's
I
book?
think something.
I like the movies because you don't have to you have something to talk about.
Yeah.
But I'm also in the same vein where like, well, not even. I'm kind of going the opposite. I think something with an activity, right? Where
Painting with a twist.
that would
that's nice.
that would be a good
That's
one.
nice.
It's something where like, hey, we can focus and talk about the activity,
Yeah.
but we still can chit chat. But if things aren't going well, we can just focus on the activity. Like I think Top Golf, which is like a driving range and cool, would be a good one because at the end of the day, you can
But
just play golf and like kind of
But you
distance
know,
yourself.
you know how
I
much
feel like a
money
lot of
you have
girls
to
don't be
spend for Top
Well,
Golf?
I'm using that as an example.
You know how much money you have to spend for Top
Yeah,
Golf for that date to go bad? I'd be mad. I'd be sitting there swinging the fuck out of that ball.
A swing and a miss.
She's like, what's wrong?
Because I feel like a first date's a good, like, that's your barometer of, like, do I want to go on a second date or not? If I'm sitting in a movie theater, I don't know. I know just as much information coming out.
No, because then you judge off that last 30 minutes to an hour at dinner or whatever you do after the movie. You talk about the movie. You get to know each other a little bit. But it's like, for a good 2 hours, you were on a date and it went well. Now this last 30 minutes, you leave an imprint and then you see, okay, do I want to extend that 30 minutes to an hour now?
I do.
Perfect first date is just invite her over to your house.
This sounds sleazy already.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Then you test the milk before you buy the cow.
A little Disney Plus the D. A little Hulu and
Okay, but go on.
Hulu and Hump.
Go on.
A little Netflix and chill.
A
little Amazon
you
Prime.
You invite her over and do what? Well, I want to hear where this is going.
Let's say you
Amazon
seal a
Prime
deal.
and-
No, I don't. I'm. You know, that's why you test the milk before you buy the
Amazon
cow.
and get it on.
I mean, I
go.
have for 2 first dates invited a girl over and watched Star Wars.
That's probably the worst.
But on this situation,
2 different.
Hey, mama, I got the perfect movie.
he just does the same routine every time.
Episode 6.
It all started in episode 4.
Both times they never saw.
He's like, you want to see my lightsaber?
But both of those times you knew the girl already, right? That was just because I mean,
it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't like a blind date.
I made the joke, but I'm not gonna invite someone that I don't know to my house,
It was,
and I don't think she'll do that. So
I would say I knew the girl, but we weren't dating, or we didn't know each other long. I maybe chit chatted and like flirted around, but both times.
Well, AJ's inviting to the house early. I see you.
We flirted around a little bit and now brought her home and let her watch Star Wars.
It's always Star Wars would get brought up. They would be like, "I never saw Star Wars," and it's like, "What? You never seen Star Wars? You should."
AJ be like signaling the conversation to transition to Star Wars.
I know you haven't seen Star Wars though. Do you want to watch Star Wars?
I will say
he'll put like subtle hints.
I got the collector's edition with the commentary with George Lucas in the back.
I will say that was a good like test because both times they weren't into Star Wars.
Yeah,
they both weren't into it. However,
Obi-Wan and Get It On.
One was willing to watch the original trilogy, the Tridge, with me,
as everyone says,
and that one was a keeper for the time being. The other one did not want to watch anymore. Was just cared about the sex, and she was not a. I kicked her to the curb real quick.
She was more into you than she was than Star Wars. So you're like, nah.
You just sitting there with your fucking Star Wars robe on, lightsaber, like you trying to watch it. She's like, enough with the bullshit, okay?
I will say,
I need you to fucking
just stick your lightsaber in.
I will say, she laughed within the first 5 seconds of the movie, and that movie felt like it was 6 hours. Because it's like, you know when you like show someone something and you're like, I know they're not into this. Now imagine a 2-hour movie and it's like, I know you're not into it, and I'm like, I feel the tension build.
But you think it's hot, like you gonna love this, and then like the first few seconds you already saw like you're not gonna like this.
The other one
and then you just have to sit there.
Wasn't into it. However, they were willing to finish the movie.
Yeah,
yeah, you know it's bad when they're just like, I don't even want turn this off.
Phil
and you don't want to ask.
Phil was there for one.
Phil was there.
He came in for the 4th movie.
This all just sounds like elaborate ways of you talking about
I don't want to go into like the whole like rigmarole, but anyway, it was brought up to watch Star Wars with Phil, right? And it was kind of like this isn't a
throuple.
This isn't a date, but it is. But it is a date, but we brought a third person to like help break the tension, like a third
sexual
wheel.
tension.
Wow. So anyway.
Because you knew, like, as soon as it said in a galaxy far, far away, like, she's going to be on top of you. You're like, Phil, I just need to see.
I have a suggestion.
Well,
how about another movie to watch?
It just happened that way. It's not my go-to movie.
Why don't you watch
it's your go-to.
Why don't you watch Remember the Titans like I do?
Is that what you did?
That's a panty dropper.
Is that what you did?
Really?
When they start singing, ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough.
The movie that we had to watch in school every time there was nothing to do, so they just threw on Remember the Titans.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. We watched Freedom
What?
Riders.
I mean, I
Denzel Washington
I like the movie.
killed that. Killed it. Another movie he killed I just watched, American Gangster. I just watched it 2 days ago.
I will.
For the first time?
No, for like the third time.
I will give you some advice if you're ever single again, which I'm not saying
Wow.
you will be.
Wow.
I don't think you will be. But
Wow.
however,
Chelsea's gonna kill you.
if it does happen where you are single, crazy things happen.
Why is it like you're gonna kill
Yo,
her? I don't like that.
What are you
However,
doing?
Crazy thing
I'm
she
getting-
goes to
He
listen
winks
to
at you.
94.1 and boom.
if you were ever single and you wanted to have a movie for a first date, because I found the best first date movie.
Yeah.
I didn't know about the movie in the Star Wars examples, or I would have used it. I have it on Blu-ray. I will lend it to you if you ever need it. It's called Salo.
No, that's not a first.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's
The best first date movie. Listen to me, young gentlemen out there. If you're trying to court these
Some dating tips from Devon.
these young dames out here,
Let him know. Let him know.
50 First Dates by Adam Sandler is by far the best first date movie. It has comedy. It has drama. It has romance. All right?
It's lighthearted.
It hits all of the marks that it's everybody's favorite movie. It has something
how about,
for you.
I mean, chances are the person has
Is it
seen that
Drew?
movie.
It's Drew Barrymore, right?
Yeah.
And Drew Barrymore.
I feel like the best Notebook's probably a good one, but I feel like that's overplayed. They
yeah.
know what you're
That's-
doing.
that-
That's like that. You know.
That's
50
not a
First
first
Date.
date movie, no.
50 First Dates. You just pop that bad boy in and you just say, I love Adam Sandler.
It's too heavy and you're trying too hard.
I'm
Way too
gonna
hard.
still
She's
say
crying.
Salo.
That's crazy.
Salo.
You don't want your first date to cry.
If
A
you-
small weep is acceptable, and this probably means you're in there like swimwear. But
Actually, you and Chelsea should watch Salo because it's not just a good first date movie. It's just a good date movie.
it's a good like 100th date movie.
I would say so. I feel like if you can get a girl and you put on Salo, like you're gonna have a good night.
I want to you're trying to have these
Yeah.
people watch Salo. That's the.
Don't watch Salo. people.
What's Salo? Do you know?
Isn't it like one of those trippy movies? Like it's a scary,
No,
like suspenseful one?
no, it's not suspenseful
What is
at all.
it?
It's romantic.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, it's not.
It's romantic.
What is Salo about?
It's an Italian film.
I'm gonna say
so it's subtitled, so it's
it's-
foreign, so you can sound sophisticated.
it's heavy.
It's
How
heavy.
heavy is
It's
it?
heavy.
It's real heavy.
Did somebody get?
What?
Watch Salo.
Did somebody get what?
You know.
I feel like
I thought about making you watch it for a commentary track.
I feel like you and Chelsea can watch it. Probably like it's not a first date movie. It's not even
You've
like
never finished
It's
it.
probably like a 4-5 years in. You guys have nothing to do. You throw in the movie.
Yeah, it's I need a spice thing. Because it's kind of like you have 50 Shades of Grey,
No.
and I would show if I had a child, a 7-year-old child, and I said you have to show them 50 Shades of Grey or Salo, I would give them 50 Shades of Grey.
Salo's that bad?
Salo was.
It's-
I wish when I
It's
watched
deep
it.
like that?
I wish when I watched it, I had a camera on myself because there was a lot of times I just went, "Oh no," just had my head in my hands.
Is it something you watch with your parents? And your
You could.
grandma?
You could.
Nana?
You've tried to watch it, right, on multiple occasions, and you've never finished it.
Yeah, I never. Not because I couldn't sit through it, but I wasn't. I wasn't ready to sit through it.
Couldn't finish it.
The 2 times that I
See,
started watching.
I forced myself to watch it. I knew nothing about the movie. I just heard it was like a movie you should watch if you're a film aficionado, a cinephile, and I knew
a file.
I knew nothing it was about, and I was just there like, oh. And I finished it, and I talked to other people, and like they were like, yeah, I've tried watching it like 4 times and never finished. I was like, am I weird that I forced myself to watch it?
Yeah.
I felt sick at some
You
point.
should. Is it like very graphic and pornographic?
Yeah,
it's pretty graphic.
I
mean,
wouldn't say.
I've seen a lot of movies like that. This particular one just didn't sit through it. Not because
I
I
would
couldn't.
say pornographic to a sense.
Like
However,
artistically pornographic?
I don't.
You guys should watch it.
Is it for art or is it for just like
It's-
this sense of
It's a lot.
just putting it in there?
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Is it like the Spartan shows?
I'll tell you the synopsis, the plot It's during World War II in Italy. It takes place. Fascist dictators are roaming around, and they abduct like 20 boys and 20 girls, right? And bring them to a mansion. And they're like, you're going to live here for like 100 days. And
It's like a reality show.
And they go,
it's like The Bachelor.
Kind of. And they just go,
Fascists.
Real well.
and the fascists go, we can do whatever we want, and there's nothing you guys can do about it.
Oh, it got dark.
And they're like,
I thought they were gonna like live there happily.
there's a no, they're like, you live here. I remember watching, and they went over the rules of the house, and they're like, Monday at 8 a.m. is orgy time. I was like, what is this? What am I?
Imagine waking up to orgy time. Like, that's on the schedule. You just have to wake up. You're like, oh, it's fucking 7:58. I got 2 minutes.
It was just like, everything was like,
you go to work.
Oh, man.
Like, I didn't even have coffee yet. I overslept.
I saw things in that movie that I feel like nothing else can shock me in the world.
That's not good
Nothing
for your
else,
psyche.
Nothing else. I am so desensitized now
Do you think that's good for your psyche?
No.
Do you think that's good for your soul to be that desensitized?
No, but I witnessed it.
So you're trying to get me to be soulless like you? Like,
but I feel like you would have a really funny reaction for the video, and that's why I wanted to do a commentary track.
You just see my innocence leave my eyes.
I think it's kind of
slowly
good to see crazy things like that. Open your eyes a little bit,
No,
you know?
sometimes you just need to be shut.
A man and you watch it for like 10 minutes.
I seen those 2 girls, 1 cup.
Yeah. We've seen that.
And she's and like, everyone is around her.
At least it's real. At least it's realistic. Because the 2 girls, 1 cup, they were throwing up, but they were like having a good time.
That's chocolate. That's chocolate.
They were having
That's chocolate ice cream.
No, it's not.
It's not real.
No.
It's not real. It's not
It
real.
was
It's
real.
not real. It's not real.
It was real.
It
There
was
is
real.
a 0% chance it is real.
It was real.
It looked pretty real.
It
to
was
me.
100%.
Did you watch the video?
Yes.
It was pretty bad.
No, that wasn't chocolate.
It might not be chocolate ice cream, but it was not feces.
It was a chocolate mousse.
I can tell you for 100%.
What feces look like. I am a feces file.
100% certainty
I'm a
that
fecal-phile.
video is not real. And if so,
I'll eat my own shit right now.
Where are those women today? Where are the 2 girls at?
It looked.
They probably got dysentery and
I seen it like
Hep C.
I seen it in like 2009, 2008, or whenever it came out.
Back when it was like 1080p.
And it was pretty convincing for me then.
Yeah.
I feel like, but you were younger. You were
I was
not.
I was like 19 years old.
He's like, I was a grown ass man. Okay.
Yeah, I guess 2000. No, it was 2006. You might have seen it in 2009, but it was 2006.
No, I seen it when I was young.
How do
when
you
it came
know
out.
when it came out?
Because I remember I was in like freshman year of high school or 8th grade.
No, because I was in 10th grade.
I was in middle school.
So you were probably in 8th grade. 8th or 7th grade.
No, I was in middle school.
Not you. You were probably not even born.
What?
When did 2 Girls, 1 Cup come out? When did 2 Girls, 1... When did 2 Girls, 1 Cup come out? Let's settle it.
2007. According to Wikipedia, 2 Girls, 1 Cup is the unofficial nickname of the trailer for Hungry Bitches, a 2007 Brazilian scat fetish pornographic film produced by MFX Media.
It's scat fetish. I told you that is a fucking real video.
Wait, there's a full movie out?
Yeah.
Coming soon on...
called Hungry Bitches.
Yo, why was that description?
That's 1 year before Barack. That's what we were
to put into perspective.
That was the world we were living in.
That's kind of why we were in that place that we needed hope and change.
Nah, because we were all eating it under the Bush administration. It was symbolic.
We were all into the scat fetish, and we just need. We were so beat down in those 8 years.
Brock was sitting at home like, oh my God, Michelle.
I gotta run. I gotta do this.
My people need me.
Do you think Barack Obama ever watched 2 Girls, 1 Cup?
Yeah, everybody watched it. There's
It was yeah.
There's 2 videos.
There was a reaction video.
Anybody born after 1996 has 1996 and before. There are 2 videos I know for a fact they have watched.
Yeah.
2 Girls, 1 Cup. Ray J, Kim Kardashian sex tape.
Guilty.
The 2 videos you can ask anybody born 1996 and after, have you seen these 2 videos? 100%. They've seen them. And they changed your life for the better or for the worse.
Depending on which one you watched and at what time in your life you were at.
Which one excited you? It shaped who you were after that. Some of you watched the 2 Girls, 1 Cup multiple times. Some of you watched the Ray J.
I watched it multiple times.
Wait, the 2 Girls, 1 Cup?
Yeah.
Wait, 2 Girls, 1 Cup?
Why you look like that when you said it?
Well, I had a reaction.
Like, yeah.
Yo, I'm into some crazy things. Nah, there was a reaction video, and then when I grabbed another friend, I was like, yo, you gotta watch this.
I mean, like, personally, you weren't at home late at night, like.
Have you ever watched it alone?
After the first time.
Have you ever watched it alone?
No.
Have you ever watched the Ray J and Kim Kardashian alone?
Every time. I've only watched it alone.
I've only watched it alone.
I don't want to gloss over something. That was a really good Barack Obama impression you did. I didn't know you had that in you. I didn't know that was in your toolkit of impressions.
It's not.
That's perfect for a future episode.
Oh, yeah.
When I was
yeah, that's actually. I didn't even think of that.
When I was in middle school, I was in Future Business Leader of America, the first Black elected president of my FBLA. So I was kind of like the Barack before Barack. And it was in 2008 when I was elected. So coincidence, I might have just shaped the whole trend of America. They were like, if this kid could be president of FBLA, why not let this?
I don't think you were in high school then.
No, I said middle school.
Oh, middle school.
Did you guys in your schools, either middle or high school, have an FFA club?
Yeah.
Future Farmers of America?
Yeah.
What was their deal?
It's agriculture.
Yeah, they're ag kids who just sell pigs and cows at fairs. That's like literally what they do.
Like, so is that like just a southern thing? Like, if I go up to...
there's no farmers up north.
Yes,
so why would they?
There's a lot of agriculture.
But if I went to, I'm trying to think, like, a very urban city, like Detroit.
Like
if I went to Detroit,
I think there'll be...
You think there's a Future Farmers of America?
Yeah.
There's that many future farmers?
If they have an agriculture class.
If there's an interest in it. But if they have an agriculture class, chances are
they just sitting in the classroom talking about farms?
No, like our school had like a little barn.
Yeah, our school they'll sell vegetables too,
and like little strawberry fields that they would plant shit in, and they would harvest. Like it was part of your assignment to be a farmer part time. It's basically part time labor.
Are there people that like they were just like hype about? Because I didn't live in a rural area where there was like a lot of farmers, so I didn't really know any of the kids that went to the club. I know the club existed.
Yeah, the kids are lit.
But I'm like, where are they farming around here? Like,
I mean, you got to think of like, well, here in Tampa, you got Plant City, which is really nearby.
I wasn't in Tampa.
I mean, there's still places by you too, and that's not that far.
Yeah, it's not that far.
Shout out to Mr. Peace, the agriculture teacher.
Shout out, Mr.
You guys had an agriculture class?
Yeah, dude, ag class.
I did not have that. We had the club. I didn't know there was a class.
Like, how are you going to learn about agriculture?
Actually, you know Mr. Peace, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He transferred to my school.
Yeah.
In my last years.
He was also our assistant wrestling coach.
We had a culinary school with an outback kitchen and restaurant built into it. See, that's
bougie as
so they could learn how to make bloomin' onions and pretend to serve it so they could get jobs right out of high school. It was a multi-million-dollar facility.
That's dope.
We're gonna put you straight in the finest Outback kitchen.
It was like if I can try to find pictures, I'll bring it up right now. But it was like this mini restaurant. I shot a video there, like, and it's like it looks like a restaurant, but it's just part of high school. And we also had something else. Oh, we had a vet academy.
We had a vet class.
And they did like a lot of surgeries on animals.
What happened to those the ones that teach you how to live? What are those called? Home ec? Yeah, what happened to home ec? I didn't have a home ec. When did they realize? When did they decide? Like, you know what? We don't need to teach them how to fucking.
I think home ec is one of the most important classes.
I think
That should be like an actual class.
It should be the main class.
Yeah.
I don't need to know what the Pythagorean theorem is, but I would like to know and understand.
To be honest, we should every year you should take a different home ec class. Home ec 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, and you learn more and more. Just the same you take math and science and history. That should be one of the most essential things.
Especially nowadays when we have like everyone has a calculator.
Yeah.
You know how like growing up they'll say like you won't have a calculator everywhere you go. And now we got smartphones, so we have a calculator everywhere. We also have access to information.
Yeah. Steve Jobs was just an asshole. He was just like, oh yeah, I won't. Okay, bet.
That was his inspiration.
He's like, now I do. Now
we all do.
Now why do I have to learn?
Yeah.
Exactly. I don't.
That's why I dropped out of college.
I need to learn fractions? Oh, cool.
Did it.
And then I feel like teachers...
As like the teachers is like putting it on the board, you just put it in your phone. Hey, you don't have to do all that. We have the answer.
And I feel,
it's 3.
I feel like teachers today would just be like, well, your phone, what if your phone's dead? It's like, then I'm not going to do fractions. Yeah. I'm not gonna...
Obviously, I have bigger problems, Karen. My phone's dead. All right,
charge it.
I'm gonna go charge it.
Where am I in this hypothetical situation that I don't have electricity and I have to do fractions?
And I also have to do fractions. Is my electric bill? They're cutting it off. They're like, unless you can tell us how much you owe us for the last 3 back months you haven't paid.
Verizon on your bill gives you like a math exam and
solve for X, or we're cutting off your Wi-Fi.
We won't turn it back on?
Nah, it's important because
just sitting there like,
if they give you a fake number, then you have to go back and see what they're charging you.
But I could just do the math on my phone.
Just do that on the math.
Fair enough.
I don't need to do it in my head.
But you gotta know what you're doing.
And fuck the show your work teachers. Hey, if I get the answer right, I got the answer right. Don't question it.
Like if I unlock my phone in my password every time is a random cross multiplication problem, then, I might be in some problem.
Teach me.
Literally.
But just hey, no, you have to. Why do I have to learn about why Adam has 3 apples? You take away 4, you add 5, and then Bill's building a fence. How big is the fence? I'm like, what? I thought we were talking about apples. Why?
If a train leaves at the station, that question is on every.
Yeah, it's like I don't know.
Learning how to do my taxes.
You ever done?
Yeah, that should be one.
Oh,
they don't teach you that.
You ever did the
how to do your taxes?
Your test, and then like you bubbled in your answers, and then you saw you had like 4 C's, and then you're like, shit, what of these is wrong?
I've done that.
And then you just erased them.
Well, you increase your chances if you keep putting the same letter.
If you just go all the way, could you pass?
Because you'll get some right, and C is the most common one. So as opposed to like Christmas treeing it, and now you got chances are you're probably gonna get a lot more wrong.
Did you ever have the teachers that did that smart ass bullshit that it was like you get a test and like the directions, it'll be like multiple choice, but the directions will say like do not answer any of the questions, just sign it and then turn it in, and then all the kids are running up real quick, and then you have kids who are like, huh, what?
How'd you finish the test?
They all I had like every year a different teacher do like this riddle for one test. It was always just one test. And
it's all about reading the instructions.
Yeah, and that's maybe you didn't read the direction. It's like and that's why I don't know about the War 1812 because I just turned in the test. I didn't have to take it. They just said turn it in.
They were teaching life lessons to always read the fine print, or you waste your time with Verizon.
Well, I think that's been our episode of the Squad Goals Podcast, episode 3.
4.
Shut that door. We will be back every Tuesday and Friday. You can go to Squad Goals on
no
YouTube.
bars.
No.
You can go to Squad Goals on YouTube to watch the video, or if you want to listen, go to iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, and Google Play.
Google Play.
We will see you Tuesday. See you next Tuesday.
Bye.
Comment if you know what that means.
Have a good time.
Peace.
We're out.
Peace.